Yo guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be driving Zandvoort in the Netherlands on F122, but after the first lap I'll be pitting for intros in a 3-lap race and then see if I can win it. With Zandvoort being a short circuit it'll be quite tough, so let's see what I can do. As you can see, I didn't get off to the best start. It's still something I have to work on this game. I used to have it pretty much spot on in F1 2021, but right now I'm just focused on my 1-lap pace and on my race pace. So as you can see, I'm ready ahead now, setting my tyres to intermediate so that I have no waiting in the pits, and you'll see me using my battery pretty much throughout this lap just to build up a massive lead, so that I can rejoin the pack after my pit stop in a reasonable position and not miles behind. I'm pretty much shooting this as a qualifying lap. It is a very short circuit, so there ain't too much time to gain. At Spa I actually pitted for wet tyres and had enough time to go to first quite easily because the track is so extremely long. Yeah, it's just simply not the case, which is why I'm going to enter, as I don't think wets would be possible at all. So you'll see me diving into the pits here, as I almost forgot about the limiter for some reason and I made it only just to under 60, but no penalties, and we continue. As you can see on the map, bottom left, I'm pretty much going to rejoin the pack at the very back. There'll be one person pitting, which I think is Gasly, and right now I'm in P19, so I've got my work cut out for myself here. Having to overtake 19 people in the space of 2 laps on an intermediate tyre in pretty much perfect conditions and the dry is quite a mission. But already, as you can see, I've overtaken 2 people, so throughout the next 2 laps I'm just going flat out and keeping an eye on the temperatures of my tyres on the bottom right. I had a bit of overheating and you can feel the grip drop off at certain points in the lap, especially when you put pressure on the tyres. As you'll see now, for example, you throw the weight to the front right as you turn. There were situations where I had trouble for small amounts of time, but the intermediates were actually really chilled. A lot better than the wet tyres. As I said earlier in this video, I used wet tyres around Spa and it was a lot more difficult to actually manage those tyres' temperatures. As you can see, I almost lost the car there into the final corner and then the home straight. I'm just overtaking people here left and right. It was amazing actually to drive in this sort of scenario, because you're just chasing down the next person and the next person. You can literally overtake someone every single corner. I mean, it's 0% AI, so it's not difficult, but obviously you still have to have the grip and have the tires in a decent temperature bracket throughout the 2 laps that you got into to be able to get to the end without ridiculous overheating and actually then losing the car and spoiling the entirety of your race. Yeah, I'm overtaking signs for 5th, and at this point I'm pretty much just pushing as hard as I can. Quite disappointed that I couldn't quite get to the front by now. I mean, I knew it was a short track, but I thought I would have at least gotten by the back straight, the DRS straight. I thought I would have been first, so I pushed as hard as I could. As you can see, I'm taking 3rd position and battery, DRS, everything to try to get to the top, but I just couldn't. And in the end I finished P3, which I was quite happy with, but on the other hand, you always want to finish P1. So yeah, but I'll be doing this every week for the track on that weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed and have a lovely day.